You feel it daily, rising costs. So what can you do to help? Well, knowing what to expect helps you out. In this week's Deep Dive, News 12's Christy Reeder looking at all categories from alcohol to car sales right now.
Are higher prices changing how you grocery shop? That's the Deep Dive poll this week. And looking at those who took our poll here in Connecticut, you can see 57%, a majority of the votes heading to people shopping different stores. That's how they're changing things up, trying to save money. And we're all having to make changes to deal with these rising costs. And knowing what is going on, that helps us budget. Caleb Silver with Investopedia is here to help make sense of that. And Caleb, you're always giving us a good breakdown of where prices stand. What's the latest?
Yeah, well, we know inflation is at a 40-year high across the country, Christy, but when we look inside the state of Connecticut, we wanted to see which categories had the biggest spikes, and the biggest spikes were in used cars and trucks, up 3.1% from a year ago. Those keep increasing over time. Beverages, non-alcoholic beverages, we're talking about juices, we're talking about soda waters, 3%, alcoholic beverages up 2.1%, and the new and used vehicles up 1.6%. So some key categories that are costing people more wherever they spend.
You know, it's crazy to see some of these hikes, and like you said, they just keep happening year over year. So the big question is, how is this impacting, families' bottom line here in Connecticut?
Yeah, well, we looked at the Census Bureau's Household Pulse Survey. They survey U.S. households to see how they're coping with spending. 25% of Connecticut respondents said they're having trouble or extreme trouble paying household bills.
We'll continue to track it, too, as it continues to be an issue. And we do have some tips to save. So before you do make another purchase, you have to check that out by scanning that QR code.